Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Minky Fin Cat. Oh my goodness, long time no see. It's been an age since I last videoed anything. And I'm pretty sure last time I said I'd do more craft videos and there'd be loads more stuff going on the channel. Then life took over. So I'm actually coming in to do a really quick tidy up and then do some crafting. So this will probably just be a tidy with me video. But what I've realised is the last time I did this, the room was completely different because I'm pretty sure there was a bed there. That shows how long it is since we've done one of these. So quick background. During the pandemic, I worked from home full time. I still work from home almost 80% of the week. And as a result, we absolutely needed to have a second desk. The craft desk isn't deep enough to have the laptop and a screen or anything, and a keyboard or anything like that. And when you're on your computer all day, you kind of need that. So first thing that we did was we got rid of the spare bed. To be fair, don't really need it because the only people that ever stayed over were my parents, and they now live in the UK, so they don't really need to, and they haven't really lived down the road. But yeah, so we got rid of the bed, went and bought a cheap desk from IKEA, so I now have my work desk set up over here. So let's see if we can swivel you, and you can see there's my work desk here. Not currently got work laptop on it because of the fact that I was actually in the office yesterday, so it's all still packed away in my bag. Then over here is actually the sofa from downstairs, and we replaced that sofa downstairs with a leather sofa that we got dead cheap, like 99 quid. I think it cost us 150 once we paid for delivery and stuff, and it was one of those sort of like seconds type sofas, pretty much brand new, that we got from Sofology. So really pleased with that. Downstairs meant we had a spare sofa, which for a while sat in the lounge with the other sofas until, excuse me, we've redecorated the lounge, and now that's got a new sofa. So grey sofa's in here. Generally ends up being a bit of a dumping ground, but I do manage to usually try and have a little sit on it during the day, as a bit of a chill out, or occasionally I'll come and have a little chill out after work on that, just to clear the head once I've finished working. Other than that, everything's pretty much as it was. A big tip, I have done loads of clearing out actually during the last 6 to 9 months, and have got rid of quite a lot of stash, just selling it to friends and people on Facebook and stuff. Not made any money, but I've just got rid of a lot of stuff. There's still more to be done, but I've just run out of energy to do it, so it's probably something I need to start thinking about during the autumn, is having a good clear out. So I have done a couple of changes in terms of on my bookcase. There's like some new boxes, and actually I've managed to condense, so where I had 3 massive boxes full of stamps, I've only got 2 boxes full of stamps. But I have increased my dies quite a lot, so I've had to choose and move things around a fair amount. But at the moment, there's just stuff all over my desk. So without further ado, because I know I can ramble, and I've already been on for 4 minutes nearly, I am going to go pop you on a stand. So plop you into fast forward with a bit of music to chill out, and you can watch me tidy up. I don't think I'll get to the point where it's being wonderfully completely tidy, because there is a little pile here of stuff that I actually haven't got homes for, so I do need to sort that out at some point, but that's not on the task list for today. So without further ado, enjoy. Well, you know, these things really don't take anywhere near as long as you think they're going to take, do they? It's amazing. I have, I listened to the Audible books by Dana K. White, who, if you are not the tidiest and most home organizer kind of person, really funny, really good books, but really good advice. And she has something that she calls, I think it's called TPAD, time passage accuracy disorder or something, where basically anything you think is going to take, you look at something, you go, oh, that's going to take me 3 hours, it's going to take 3 minutes, and conversely you think, oh, I'll be able to crack that in the next 10 minutes and it's going to take you 12 hours. I have this. Anyway, 5 minutes, look, I can craft. So I'm just going to give you a little tour. Everything's pretty much as it was before. Stamping Up stamps that are current are at the top. Those that are not current but I absolutely love and cannot part with are at the bottom. Then I have some journals, but to be fair, I'm not really journaling anymore, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. Random wooden backed stamps are in here. All my Stampin' Up inks, and all the currants are at the top, all of the retireds are at the bottom, and then some random stuff here. And then this is my pile of things that I have made for swaps or various other bits and challenges and stuff. They all sit in these boxes here. And then down in the white drawers I have colouring things, so pens, alcohol pens, colouring pencils, random bits and pieces. So on my desk I have my stamp cleaner mat, which I don't use all the time, but I do sometimes use it, and my stamp positioning tool, which I love. It's a Tim Holtz stamp platform one. I absolutely love it. I probably love any brand there was because they're just so easy to use. Now in my drawers, I don't know if I've ever shown you this. In my drawers, all my acrylic blocks plus any tape I've got going and an embossing buddy. It's usually a big mess like this, never really tidy it up. I occasionally will go and clean all my blocks and then they're alright. As you can see, my desk is not clean, as in it's not just dusty, but it's got paint splats all over it and all the rest of it. Down here I usually have spare adhesives, some watercolour paints and pencils. I think there's like my Stampin' Up magazines, catalogues, and my sewing machine, and yeah, usually any spare baby wipes I happen to have around. And you can probably see there the crocodile. Underneath the desk I have invested in another couple of concertina files, and these are complete sets of cardstock, so it's all, each section's got a different colour cardstock in it, Stampin' Up, but these are where they're complete pieces of card, all A4. So it's not completely full. Some have literally got one sheet of card in them and that's it, and some haven't. On the top is a box that I really do need to take down to our local after school club that Maya used to go to. It's got loads of stickers and things that I just need to get rid of. No use to me whatsoever. And I do have my glass mat, and the only reason my glass mat's down there is because currently I've got my Stampin' Up grid paper on there. Now this drawer is a bit of a hodgepodge, but it is organised in my way. So I have paint pens and markers, and then I have my punches of various different kinds, most of which are like retired ones, but they're ones that I like to use. I have my trimmers, which I have two. I've got my Fiskars and an old Stampin' Up one. I have underneath it a scoreboard. To be honest, I very rarely use it. Probably should do something about getting rid of it, but it's quite bulky to post or anything, so I don't know. Piercing mat and the piercing templates are underneath. And again, some more of those punches that I've just not got rid of or can't bear to be without. So that's that drawer. Right, on my actual desk I have my lamp. I have a whole load of random things stuck to the back, and I have all my adhesives sort of piled in the corner here, all different kinds of glue adhesives and stuff. And then I have a little plate that's just got random scraps. So it's either got scraps of ribbon or die cuts or whatever embellishments I've had out and I've not put away, I tend to put in there. Up on the top of the desk, we have my ribbon box and flower embellishment type things in the top one. Another journal that's just not being used. Watercolor pencils, brushes, like what do they call them? Stencil brushes. As you can see, the blending tools are there as well. I've also got palette knives and things like that up there. And then a random journal, some bits and pieces. The pink stripy tin has got all the blending tools. And then on the top here, we have like, here it is, all of the different embellishment type stuff. And then these are all filled art journals or pieces of artwork that people have recently swapped with me. I tend to swap them out and then I have a box that I put all swaps in. So at the moment, I think one here from Becky, and I can't remember who that one was from. Might have been Teresa, could be wrong. Over on this side of the desk, I have my heat tool, not always dangling from there, but usually dangling from there. I have got a little pile of stuff here that I found when I was just tidying up, and it's like pieces of paper that I've half cut into, so I need to either use them or file them away, but I think I'm going to use some of them in my next project. These are my pencils, my pens, and then all of the tools like scissors, rulers, etc. Over in that corner, right, ignore all of this stuff here because this is stuff that doesn't yet have a home. And then we have distress oxides and distress inks and dilution sprays and distress stains. Oh, I've just realised it's focused on me, sorry. At the top, and then random bits and pieces to do with distress at the bottom. Again, let's ignore this big pile of stuff here. Some of it is memory keeping and some of it is filing stuff that needs to be sorted. And the magazine file is actually sheet music and stuff from when I was learning piano as well as when Maya was learning piano. The cupboard in the very far corner has got loads of random pieces of paper. When I say random and paper, I mean things like watercolour pads, cartridge paper pads, all sorts of random things, plus some old like fiction books that have had pages ripped out of them for art journaling and stuff. I really need to, that's one of those cupboards that needs sorting. And the one above it, the drawer above it, I'm absolutely not going to open because it is filled with stuff and it needs sorting. It's things like my glue gun and staples and ink cartridges and random things, really random things. I need to sort it. Oh, before I go into the last drawer, this is my fabric box. So this has got all sorts of different fabrics and anything fabricy. I think is the best way to say it. There are some ribbons, there's cottons, there's my sewing boxes in there, that kind of thing. So it's everything fabricy and it's currently a little bit overflowy, needs sorting. The two boxes on top of them, one of them has got random things that I at some point need to sort out that are like wooden things that need painting or that can be decorated or things, and the other one's got some spools of ribbon that I've just never got around to using. So again, I need to open it up, actually start using the ribbons or do something with. And you can see there, they're really colourful foam sheets that you get, kids foam, funny foam or whatever it's called. And the reason I have that is that I use that quite often for layering rather than using like a dimensional or a foam tab. This is filled. Jelly printing stuff, some various notebooks, various bits and pieces. There's just so much stuff in here, it's ridiculous. Sprayers and watercolour paints and spare glues and various other bits and pieces. Again, needs sorting, but hey. Okay, I'm just gonna go out into the widest we can get. So on the top of, this is my main storage that I use for crafty stuff. So top of it we have right on the top is scrapbook albums. I genuinely don't know what to do with them. So much work and love gone into them, but I'm in that phase of my life where I'm going, who's going to do anything with them when I die? I'm saying that as if I'm going to die. I'm not going to die like soon. It's not like I'm old. But I'm just like, why, what do I do with them? So, if you've got any ideas, I'm not scrapbooking anymore. I took great pleasure in doing them, but we never look at them. I'm not entirely sure what the point is anymore. But anyway, who knows? Right, top shelf of the actual unit here. So I've got some stuff that's planned out for 2023, which sounds really random, but I've done all of my planning for one of the design teams that I'm on. So that's the prep and the planning work done, ready. Next to it are two little boxes. One of them's got all of the stamps that I collected from Craft Stamper magazine. Never use them, not entirely sure what to do with them. Don't want to get rid of them because I really like them, but I don't ever use them. And the top one has just got some sponges. Need to, again, use those up and then get rid of the box or repurpose the box. Next to that, a few books and some journals that are filled out journals or part way through doing journals. And then the big map print box that's on the top right hand side is swaps that I've received. Now, I will confess I had to get rid of a whole load because it was overflowing. So I picked all of my favourites, and the others I either made into cards and sent them to a charity shop, or I'm afraid I got rid of. Which is a really bad thing because I know people have put work and effort into them, but they just either weren't my style or there was nothing that I could take from it that I thought that's going to inspire me to do something else with it. Whereas the ones that I've kept are ones that they mean something to me, or they have a significance in terms of inspiration. Right, next box along has got, and I've gone through all these folders and I've got rid of loads of stuff, old stuff that I would just never use, but it's things like specialty papers or various embellishments or die cut type stuff that I've made and I know I will use. The top box, which is like an A4-ish size, it's a 4-litre box. That one has got randoms in. So that's where that little pile that was on my desk, hang on, let's just go around, that stuff there, if I don't use it, that's where it'll go into that random box. And my intention is to never get to that random box being too full. And if it is, I need to clear it out. Underneath that is all my Lollipop Box Club kits that I de-boxed and put into there and haven't touched since. So I do need to go through that and actually choose to use some of it. Underneath that, I'm now going, what is underneath that? It says letters. Yes, it's letter stickers. Again, for scrapbooking. Don't really use those things anymore. So there's definitely quite a lot for me still to sort. On the right hand side, we have stencils and masks, and then 2 boxes of Christmas things. So previously my Christmas stuff was in a really big box and it was just unwieldy. Whereas instead I've got one that's full of stamps and one that's full of papers and embellishments. Right, next shelf down. I think I can zoom in a bit now. Right. So next shelf down here, bottom box empty. Yay! Don't know what I'm going to put in it, but for the moment it's empty, so it's staying like that. And then the 2 boxes above that, here are cardstock and paper that is 12 by 12 with a little bit of random stuff on the top like Tim Holtz tissue paper and some canvas. I actually don't think I've got much of the canvas left because Maya used quite a lot during her GCSE textiles. Next to it is some baskets. Now 2 of the baskets are completely empty and the other one has got some mixed media stuff in, things like texture pastes and gesso basically. Big shot machine on the right hand side. I need to replace my die cutting machine at some point. I think that might go on the Christmas list because it's going to be a considerable purchase. So the Big Shot still works, it's just, I don't know if you can see actually. Let's see if I can get closer. Can you see how the handle is just disintegrated completely? And also everything takes at least 4 passes really before it cuts smoothly because the pressure's just gone on the plates. The box that's underneath the Big Shot has now got all of my heat embossing stuff. So powders and various different types of things that stick with heat embossing. So it's all to do with heat embossing underneath that. And also sanding tools and things like that. I've just realised I've got like a bit of the handle of this
mount. And I'm sorry I'm so wobbly. I hope you're not getting seasick. Right, final bit, not final bit, there's 2 more shells after this one. Next one here, this has got all of my dies in. So I had to upgrade. So previously all my dies were in the one that were underneath the big shot, but I had to upgrade to the bigger box because I've bought quite a lot of dies. I've really got into die cutting and really enjoying it. Another reason why I need to get a replacement for the big shot at some point. The concertina folder that's directly on top of that is actually, I think, empty. If it's not empty, it's just got cuttings from magazines and probably just needs to be emptied. Then the grey box next to it is all of the card blanks and envelopes. And then on top of it, it's got black cardstock and white cardstock in a folder. Well, 2 different folders are in the white cardstock. I keep all of my stamps and my dies that don't already have a wallet in a wallet. So that white box that's on its edge is a stamp wallet box. And then the 2 boxes next to them, one of them's Gilding Flakes, one of them's Artful Days, which has got some random embellishments. Again, that's one of the things that needs sorting because I just don't think I'm going to use most of the stuff that's in that. Directly above it is my brushos. I don't use those anywhere near as often as I used to, and I love them still, so I really need to do more with that. These 2 grey boxes are now my stamps. So anything that's not a Stampin' Up! Stamp or a wood mount stamp is in there. They are sort of organised in a way that I know what's in each one. One's got like really big brand type stamps in, and the other one's got more random stamps in it. Next, then, that red folder that I've just lost the focus on, but that red folder has got all the projects I've already made that are for specific people. So, like, I'm just trying to think who's got a card in there. Oh, my cousin's daughter's birthday is on Monday. I should have already posted her card. They're used to me being late, but that's in there, for example. Next to it, we've got some carving rubber stuff at supplies. Again, don't really do anything like that anymore, so not quite sure what to do with it. And the bottom box is gelatos and distress crayons and very specialist paints like the Pebeo fantasy paints. And in the middle is art parts, which are a bit like that Artful Days stuff I need to sort out because I'm probably never going to use it. The 4 box at the bottom, paints. The stacking type unit there, the blue lidded one, has got random embellishments and things like stickles and glitter, I think. Probably needs sorting out. Have I said that about 20 times now? Because I probably should have done. I've got my Crafter's Companion Ultimate Pro, still use that occasionally. I actually think that these 3 boxes are all empty, but they're really handy shaped boxes to have. Well, actually the hamper was a present, so it's just a present, so I need to do something with it, but the other boxes are really handy boxes to have, so I've not got rid of them yet. Oh, I think one of them's got tissue paper in it, so it's not empty. And then underneath is just a random bag that I used to take when we used to go crafting, when you used to leave the house and do things. Random. So there you go, tidy desk-ish. There is one thing I want to show you. So, first of all, Stampin' Up! Catalogue. That wasn't what I wanted to show. I wanted to show you Sketch Mayhem. So, I follow Martin's Mayhem. Martin Mayhem? It's Martin Stone, and if you search Martin Stone or Martin's Mayhem, you'll find it is Martin's Mayhem. It says it on the back. Look, see. Look. Does that say it? It might be backwards to you. I don't know. Right, okay. But Martin's Mayhem, I follow him on Stampin' Up. I've been following him for a long time. He's fabulous. His creations are amazing, and they take the products and just make you go, oh, hello. Never even thought about that. How clever. How cool. How simple, but yeah, how clever. He is fabulous. I absolutely adore him. He also seems to be a very lovely boy. I say boy because I'm clearly old enough to be his mum. But anyway, he's a really nice guy. And it's very patronising that I said boy. And I'm really sorry, Martin. However, this is how clever he is. He used to produce like a little sketch thing that he would do just on his computer, and then he'd just print it out, and then he'd do his designs in his sketch on these pieces of paper. he's sensibly made it into a book, and you can get it off Amazon and everything. I mean, there's like loads of pages that look like that, you know, and then ones that where that's landscape, ones where it's square, ones where it's really slim, both landscape and portrait, and then you just put like the colour combinations and which measurements, what products, and you can do sketches. So let me show you an example of how I've used it. I've not made this card yet, but I decided on, these are actually, you know, that thing that I said earlier, planned for 2023. These are my plans for 2023. So I know I'm going to use this paper. This is my sketch. These are the colours that I want to use. These are the products I'm going to use. And this is my idea for my card. Okay, so how cool is that? Now, I bought it like within seconds, because he did tell us. Oh yeah, at the back there's also things like just mixed card sketches, so not the full thing, so you can just literally go and sketch. Favourite colour combinations, and then some notes and stuff at the back. So I went and did it first of all, and he'd put in the wrong dimensions, so this wasn't his intended size. He's released them in all the colours of the rainbow. Of course I want all the colours of the rainbow, and of course I want it in the proper size now, so silly me for ordering it straight away. Good me for ordering it straight away, because it was amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that before I finished, because I think it's fab. I think it's a great idea. I did mean to take it with me on holiday and then maybe do some card sketches. Reality is, I don't think I'd have ever done it, because I wasn't in the right place to do that kind of thing. As in, I wasn't in the right frame of mind to do that kind of thing. So I probably wouldn't have done it. And then I would have been like, oh, something else to talk on holiday, didn't you? Instead, I did read 3 books, which is quite impressive, because I've not read a book for ages. Actual physical books. It was lovely. It was lovely to have a physical book and not just read it off my phone like I normally do. And I did swimming and I just chilled out. It was great. But perfect for if you are going somewhere, like if you've got a caravan or something and you're going for the weekend. Just saying. Amazon. A little bit of free advertising for Martin. I am in no way sponsored. I purchased this with my own money, and I am loving it, is my own opinion. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to see how long that was, edit it. Hopefully it won't be too long. And put this up as quickly as I possibly can. But then I'm going to let my phone cool down, because my phone's getting very hot. It doesn't like doing videos. And then I'm going to try to video what I then make. And try to then edit it, put it on YouTube. And you guys can see it. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? It's just, I don't want to make promises. I'll let you all down. I say you all. I don't even know if anybody still follows my channel. I do enjoy making the videos. I do enjoy having a little chat. Yeah. I need to find time in my life to do this more. I need to find time in my life to do more crafting. I've not done any crafting for over a month, so I need to find more time. Right. Until next time. Bye. Oh, I forgot the whole like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. But to be fair, you probably, if you're watching this, you're already subscribing. Anyway, bye.